Welcome back to Oracle of Ages, where nothing makes sense anymore. Previously, we had to go and get a tuning nut fixed from this loser in here, with this stupid ceremony, so we could stop Volcano. There it is. Prepare a tuning nut. Which apparently is symmetrical in and of itself, because it's a palindrome. And so is the Japanese name that I can't remember at the moment. That's courtesy of some guy. I forget his name. But yeah, the tuning nut. Everything was loony for this toonie. And speaking of tunes, we also learned the tune of currents, which will allow us to open up a portal anywhere as long as it's from the past to the present. This place is currently exploding, so I think we should do something about that. Don't you think? Alright, I got this tuning nut. Why don't you do that? It's your town. Oh, wait, you can't because you need to be symmetrical with her over there. Fine. Gotta do everything around here. There! Why a nut stops eruptions, I have no idea. But you're safe now. I'm gonna have to clean out that dungeon, because I'm going to it in the present. You too! You're gonna clean it too. You are still terrible, though. Watch, we'll come back here in 400 years, and he'll be like an Arnold Schwarzenegger. But anyway, Symmetry City is now safe. No more explosions. Yay! Something in the middle! If there's something in the middle, which means it's split evenly, and it doesn't matter what the rest of the town looks like. You're symmetrical either way. Doesn't work like that. They still have to stand here. I still don't understand why I have to save these people. I'm coming back here and breaking that tuning nut after I'm done with this dungeon. The heck with it. Hey, this kid's in the middle. Oh, he's gonna have to stay in the middle now. He's been split in half. But it's a secret what's inside the cave. We're gonna find out that secret. They have to clean up all that lava. You're very welcome. You just said it 3 times! I think my button stuck a little. He wasn't very symmetrical. He said it more than his brother did. Alright, at least they're even. We're getting the heck out of this joint. Time to head to the present, using our newfound power. Which song should it be? I know. I don't even know what song I decided. I just pretended like I knew. You can't predict the future, after all. Yep, welcome back to Cemetry City. It's not ruined anymore. It's an actual city now. They really advanced in 400 years. They got clocks. They still got their swimming pool because they have to stay symmetrical. It's Cemetry City now. Perfect balance is the law of the land. Or else. The volcano will tear you wide open. How about you? You know, just a few minutes ago, you didn't exist. Something tells me Symmetry City isn't following its rules. He needs to be bigger. Also, the volcano is now a water volcano? A geyser? That's probably not a good sign. Usually when you have lava, it should always be lava. Or else bad things happen. 400 years from now, this is gonna explode. But yeah, Symmetry City isn't too symmetrical anymore. Today's youth, am I right? Actually, I want you to think about something for a second. Think about being a kid in this town. Having to look exactly like a kid on the other side of town. And you can't go play with them either. You can't associate with him at all because you gotta stay symmetrical. The worst you can do, the best you can do, actually, is like stand right here, and he's like standing right here, and you just stare at each other. Wow, that's a dismal existence. I think I should destroy this place just on principle. It's not perfect. You should check to the north. Then they're going to be punished heinously. I just ratted them out. Well, the whole reason why we're here is so we can enter the 4th dungeon. The Skull Dungeon! With some really rockin' music. Alright, let's get the puzzles done with. There better not be a switch room in this dungeon. I will destroy you. There are fire keys, though. If you use your wooden shield, you'll lose it. Lots of Stalfos enemies in here, too. And lava. Of course there's lava. It's the mid-game lava dungeon. Where else was there mid-game lava? I think, Ocarina of Time had a mid-game lava. Dungeon number 5 was, the fire dungeon, with Volvagia in it. I can still kill these things with my wooden sword. That doesn't change. And I saw some earthbound enemies. Something tells me we're going to be learning how to handle those. But we got ourselves a compass. I was told I could only hear the tones if I have a compass. I thought it was just universal. I guess I was wrong. I was really proud of myself because I solved a different dice puzzle in this one. 3, 4... Right, up, left, down. It has to be blue. That's the torches at the bottom. They're blue. But there's another dice puzzle in this dungeon that I solved all by myself, and I was super proud of it because I can't handle those dice. Something's confusing with dice puzzles to me. The whole reason we went that way is to get a compass and a small key. I don't think we're ever going back that way again. This dungeon's a bit more linear than the last one. A little bit shorter. Just a little, though. We're still going to be dying in lava a whole bunch. Like over here. There's fire keys in the way. They dive down at you. Don't let them do that. How do I do this? That's how I do this. Block puzzles in lava! Because that makes the block puzzle harder. A lot of battle rooms in this dungeon, I've noticed. A lot of rooms where you just kill things. Alright, I'm gonna hit the switch first, because it's minecart time once again. One thing I noticed I didn't notice before. You can't charge a spin attack in a minecart. Doesn't work like that. But welcome to map. You are welcome to map. That's a skull dungeon, alright. Even comes with a lower jaw. It's a human skull. Turn around! Turn around! There's a thing there that must be found. Turn around! Turn around! There's a human skull on the ground. Human skull. On the ground. Turn around! Well, welcome to this room. Moldorms are immune to fire seeds, but Senseeds will do the trick. You gotta shoot at the Moldorm to get him out of the way, because it'll be bad otherwise. If you miss, you're gonna have to wait for the seed to bounce around. Alright, can just do that. Yeah, I intended to do that. What? We need that small key. We don't need to kill the Moldorm now. I'm pretty sure we head in this direction. Yep, there's a key door here. I'm trying not to look at my notes. I'm trying to remember this dungeon. There's a lot going on in here. It's just that it's not going on just yet. Because I'm destroying it all. Take that. I'm just enjoying the music, really. The music is very peppy. It's kind of like Dancing Dragon Dungeon. You know, Dancing Dragon Dungeon had some really good music too. The 4th dungeon is in this game has some rockin' music. But you're not supposed to jump through this puzzle. You're supposed to strength through this puzzle. That lava will come back after a while. You gotta be quick about it. I like having jump activated. Because I'm used to Link's Awakening. And the ability to jump in midair and do a spin attack, and it's really powerful, because they're still moving when you spin attack. I keep on forgetting this game is not Link's Awakening. They had to kill the jumpy Stalfos guys. Well, that kinda worked. When I landed, that is. The beetles are here to give me grief. Get away from me. Shoot. Get away! Stop hogging the area. They're hogging the area. Ah. Is there anything in my arsenal that'll help me? Bombs will solve it. Wow, bombs solved it. I'm a genius. I blew them up with bombs. Take that. Ah, another color puzzle. We must make that look like that. There's a few ways to do it. My way is just brute force. Eventually you'll get it right. If you want to do a single block, you kind of have to do some kind of backwards jump like that. Right, that needs to be red. This needs to be yellow. Oh. I had it at yellow. Why did I change it? There we go. Moonwalk jump. This needs to be blue. And so do you. Yes, that rhymed. You have to be standing just outside the box, or you'll be changing two of them. That's just there to annoy you. This is the one where I was really proud of it, because of how I did it. Alright, I gotta get past these spiky dudes first. Well, that's not how you get past the spiky dudes. That's how you get hurt by the spiky dude. And ruin the dice puzzle on top of it. Stop that! This dungeon's kicking my butt! I should have went looking for a fairy. Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure it's 2 down. Gotta wait for that. 1, 2, 3. Then down and blue. That's how I did it! Yay! Now I'm almost dead. I need a fairy. I need some hearts. That's a really cool looking room that has no point. No, stay away! What is it with ropes and knowing exactly where I'm gonna be? Ridiculous. I think I need to head in this direction first. Ah, good, heart. I'm not gonna get binged at. But I have Tetris here. And we have a seed shooter. Ah, I tried to hit it. I tried to be cool. How about this way? There we go. This will get us another small key. We're gonna need that up ahead. I like these puzzles a lot more than the third dungeon. Well, we can't do the minecart just yet because there's something in this room that we needed that small key for. Stop throwing bones at me. I have low health. Oh, thank you for the heart. Change that blue, and now we can use the minecart. Hooray! Once I get in it, Link suddenly forgot how to minecart. Oh, this room. It's a shooting gallery! You have to kill them with the sense seeds before the end of your minecart ride, or this door won't open. Sadly, there's no way to grab that heart. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is a fairy. It has to be a fairy. There we go. Now all of my problems have been erased. I'm gonna take a ride onto Tetris. Take a ride onto Tetris Express. Oh, that was lucky. I thought I was gonna fall in lava there. Well, obviously we're gonna have to find another small key somewhere. It just happens to be in this room. I'll change that back later. The P-hats are here to knock you into lava. Don't let it happen. Just do some funky jumps and don't fall in the lava like I did. Alright, change this one blue, and tried to change that one red, but this'll do it. And we got ourselves a small key! This dungeon seems very formulaic. You see blocked door? Well, guess what? There's a puzzle with a small key, just like 2 doors down from it. Very, very easy puzzles. I wonder if that's why I could figure out most of them instead of looking at a guide. Or maybe I'm just getting better at knowing Oracle's logic. Age's logic. That's another Earthbound enemy. It's in my way. Let's see if there's any more fairies. Some seeds. Bombs. I'll take a fairy. Especially now we gotta fight this guy. He's been playing way too much Pokemon Sword and Shield. In fact, he has a magical sword. And a magical shield that deflects all of your attacks. Except for one. Come on over here, Swordy. Ah, you gotta be better than that. You gotta be faster than that. Come on. That's right. You gotta hit him with his own sword. Ooh, you're moving fast. One more time. Gotta break his shield with his sword. Come on over here. That'll teach ya. His mighty sword has been broken by his mighty shield. And all he'll do now is Char Janus. Oh, I was a little bit too soon on the spin attack. I poked him instead. There we go. And that was the Armos Warrior, everybody. I gotta say, an interesting boss, but not a very interesting boss. He's an enigma. He's a quandary. He's a mystery. A bombed wall. An unbombed wall that will be a bombed wall. Try to follow that logic. So it's one of these rooms. I think I remember seeing this from, what was it, Turtle Rock. I'm gonna see if I can do this in one shot. It might not be all that fortunate. Also, I'm worried a bat's gonna run into me and screw up the puzzle. Like, right there. When they stop at weird angles like that. Right. Let's take a look here. Take a look-see. I'm usually not very good at these. I'm just trying to remember how I did it. Victory! That gets us the Switch Hook! And no, it's not something that'll grab Nintendo Switches. It's a different kind of hookshot. This switches you with the position of an enemy or item. Like this! It replaces the magnet mitts in this game. I think I gotta head down that way. Let's see what's over here. Oh, right, I've been here. So those weird Earthbound enemy type blocks, that's what they're used for. So time to head back to where we came, so we could use that Earthbound enemy to get to someplace new. You can also do stuff like this, too. Confuse the enemy! And strike. Also, it goes through barriers. Like this. I like how the enemies are stunned for a little bit when you switch hook them, because they have to turn themselves around. Like this. Randomly moving enemies could be befuddled, which is going to be very useful for the boss of this area. Also, I just like how it looks. Just the switching. If there's a remake version, I'm hoping that Nintendo? That's not Link's name. I'm hoping that Link does like some kind of cool backflip thing. That would be awesome. Yep. We need an Earthbound enemy on that switch to keep the door open. Otherwise, we'll just be stuck in this room. We're just blazing through this place, even though it's almost at the 20-minute mark already. I kinda like the switch hook. It's a really weird item, and it's not as interesting as the magnet mitts, because the magnet thing was really cool. But I do like the idea of a hookshot just switching you with something else. And also having it work on enemies, too, which is something the magnet mitts cannot do. Just doing stuff like that, to entertain yourself. No, you don't. They can't handle getting switched with Link. Alright, I didn't want to do that. Gotta move this diamond around. Also, you can switch your pots. I get rupees and prizes. Alright, there's a trick to this. You gotta switch with it in such a way that you're not caught on the other side of it when you put it on the button. Like that. Now more for this room. So it taught you how to switch with pots. Switch with more pots. Switch with all the pots. Don't leave a pot unswitched. Also, yeah, as you can see, this thing also kills bats in one hit. Ah, jeez. Is it one... Oh, it's a different kind of room. It's a color slime room, because they need to mix it up a little bit to make the dungeon longer. You don't get to be yellow. Ah. I was gonna be cool and destroy them all. Something tells me if you switch this room's color several times, they'll start cycling through the colors and make themselves easy to kill. Alright, let's see what's in these jars. This is my replacement for Power Gauntlet, because it also lifts pots and destroys them. That's what I need it for. You'd think this illusion is switch jumping. No, it's just a regular jumping. Stay away from me, P-Hat! You didn't even have a heart. Didn't even have a heart. You are heartless. Oh, this is wonderful. You know what? I'm just gonna fail this puzzle to get these mold arms out of here. The heck with it. I'll come back into this room when they're dead. Yeah, I know, I failed the puzzle. Boo-hoo. This was a lot harder, and I challenged myself to finish it. I think I got this figured out. This is a day of first for me, doing puzzles that I'm usually bad at in a Zelda game. I'm pretty sure I go down this way, around this armor statue. I fill all of this in. I go over here. And up this way a little bit. Head along down to the bottom. Around this armor statue. Make sure you fill all this in. And go zigzag that. Yeah! I remembered! My memory is still good. Even though I'm turning into Tingle in like 15 days or so. Roughly. By the time this comes out, it'll be about 15 days. I don't know why Tingle would have a memory problem, but you never know at 35. Everything just starts falling apart on you. You have no idea what's going to go on. It's complete bedlam. More switch puzzles. Something tells me this dungeon could have ended like 5 rooms ago. Okay, we get it, you know? We understand. You gotta go in the lava. I had enough of your kind today. So, we don't have the boss key for this dungeon yet. We gotta find it. I think it's somewhere in the lower jaw area. Oh, we are in the lower jaw area. That must be the boss key right there. So a couple more puzzle rooms before we get there. Gonna have to use the rock feather. Also gonna have to kill that. Kill it with the switch hook. Come here, bats. I learned a thing from Link to the Past that you actually have invincibility frames while using the hook shot. Which I think is really cool. Sadly, this game does not have that. Don't crush me. Okay, it didn't crush me, luckily. You can grab items as usual. You don't switch yourself with a rupee. I guess only things that are Link-sized or larger. Yeah, it's a good thing we got that small key from before. We would have been very angry with ourselves. Go ahead and switch with that. And switch with that. And don't get set on keys. Which is worse than getting set on fire. I've heard. So let's take a look here. Yeah, we're gonna have to go that way. So more of this lava puzzle timer. We don't have the Pegasus seeds, so we can't run very fast. I don't think there's a ring that increases your speed either. So you gotta be really precise going through this room, or you're gonna get melted by lava. Downside of that is this room. Do the same thing as before. You want to really hammer these puzzles home. But you notice those spots over there? They say, hey, you're gonna have to use a switch hook in this room, no matter what. Yep, now I'm surrounded by lava. Thanks, game. That's just what I wanted in my day. To fall in lava and do it all over again. So much joy in my heart. Can you see the joy emanating from me? Luckily, I got some of these spots out of the way, so I can get a little bit farther. Stay away from me, bat! Ah! He was getting really too close for comfort. Really too close for comfort. And one final room, Vertigipper. This room's kind of a big jape, though. You go up here. You push this up. Switch ourselves at this, and push the pot over here. And then use that pot to switch back. There's nothing going on down here. It doesn't matter what's going on down there. I got the boss key. There's only one thing left now. Defeat the boss. Also, the switch hook does not work on sparks. That's me illustrating that point by getting hit by a spark. But fighting with a boss with a full heart set, that's kind of lame, isn't it? We need some thrill! We need some action! And sadly, this is not the game for action. This is the game for puzzle, which could get real dull after a while. But it's almost over. Time to fight with this familiar-looking fellow. It doesn't have an introduction. The game calls it the Eyesore, as in S-O-A-R. But I know what this really is. It's Patra. Same attack pattern and everything. You confuse him with the switch shot. And that's it. He belongs back in Seasons with the rest of the throwback characters. He changed his name to sneak into this one. And he died just as lame. Oh, that was a quick dungeon. I'm so proud of myself. Time to get something that's totally not related to time again. The Burning Essence. You know what? I think someone got confused and thought this was the Oracle of Hearts instead. That's what I'm thinking. Because it's talking a lot about a heart and not enough about time. Well, that's another essence down. That also means some more secrets are open to us, too. So we'll be doing some secrets in the next video. Yeah, but did you remember I'm not your boyfriend yet? Well, we're gonna have to head north of Neighbor's house to the Rolling Ridge. So next time, on Oracle of Ages, some secrets, and we work towards Dungeon 5. Good night, folks.